You know.
Mr. Kule, welcome back.
Yeah, good day. Good day, my
So
brother.
it's almost 2 years now,
Yeah.
and well, people are saying that Tinubu is OTP, one-time president.
Okay.
Well, as a Tinubu supporter, are you taking that
Nee,
seriously?
can you put this camera? Can you capture
Okay,
both of
yes,
us?
you are calling Tinubu a one-time president, but Mr. Kule don't seem to agree. I don't know if he has anything to say.
No, he's the one to respond first before I now take my own position. But let me just tell you, Mr. Nee, the fact still remain is very clear that the northern Nigeria are already marketing another person ahead of 2027. And that person, they have not thoroughly disclosed the identity of that person, but they said clearly that they are also going to zone the presidency to the south, and a southerner who is not possibly going to be Tinubu might emerge to take over because we don't know where we are going presently now. You know, it looks like everything is stagnated. The economy is working against the people, you know, according to some of the information we are getting from the north, you know, till this moment. So, unless we hear a different thing clearly from that angle, but I know I can tell you because of that threat that the Tinubu administration has continually to squeeze life out of the northern political.
So, Mr. Chinedu, you are saying Nigeria now is headless. Well, I don't know if Mr. Kule have anything to say.
Yeah, I think I've listened to my colleagues here.
Yeah,
And
please speak up, speak up, sir.
I've
Speak up.
listened to my colleagues here, and I really understand where he's going to, and he has a right to say anything that he wants to say. But I can tell you wholeheartedly, the same North you're saying, the North majority of them, some are still backing this same president. And I can tell you, somebody that wasn't in power and he maneuver himself, break all those jinx of different parties to become the president of Federal Republic of Nigeria. He became president without anybody's support. Not to now talk of this time around that he has support. And I can tell you the economy as it is now, I believe the dry bone will stay. The dry bone shall rise again. And that's my slogan for now.
So
Nigerian dry
you
bone
want us to
shall rise.
pay?
No. See.
People are starving.
Stay.
People can hardly buy a spoon of rice.
Yeah,
The point of correction.
Yeah.
I've never seen anywhere a president emerge without the support or without a structure. Don't tell me that Tinubu is. I've never had that kind of a thing. He has support from the northern governors very clearly. He has support from the west. He has support from the east. For him to emerge, people went and voted for him, even though we knew that most of the things he did was being deliberately funded, not based on competence.
So, you see, by what this guy is saying now, I want to ask him, even in the southeast there, I can say this man now has more supporters in that southeast, among those politicians in the southeast. You can see people like him, you can see people like, what's it called, the man from Boy that is doing well, is really doing well, is one of the best. Is one of the best.
I think I agree with you. APC right now are laying their hands and their cross in Abia State. As we speak to the Labour Party, is in shambles.
It's in shambles,
and
really.
people are saying that those are the handiworks of APC.
Definitely. That's what I'm saying. For him to muzzle himself, to be able to position himself for the second term, it's ongoing now for him. I can tell you, all these guys are broke. Majority of these politicians are broke. They want where the pepper is now.
You can understand the reaction that is coming from him. He said the reason why they are going from one party or they want to take over a certain state, you know, by force or by whichever means, is because those structures that are politically handled by politicians in those areas are looking for money. They are not ideologically driven by a concept of transformation. Let me tell you, that's what I'm telling you, that it's already affecting Mr. President currently now. I'm talking about Bola Ahmed Tinubu. You can see there's a massive resignation in his government currently now, trending, you know, leaving it solely for these Lagos boys, these Abiola boys who find themselves in the seat of power. And that is not going to go well for his second term ambition, because he's already targeting Dangote. He has already damaged at least about 60 or 70% of the Nigerian economy, and he does not know where to start from. And that is why, people have seen that there's already an automatic failure, that the government is already an automatic failure. It got to the point that, Mr. Kule want to agree with what I'm trying to tell you.
Why I'm going to go against some of his attributions in this, what's it called, the contest now, it's, you see, you can run things, you can be a madman for a while, but you can't be a madman forever. Because what I think is, when the madness is really glaring for people that are to see this madness is going out of way, and they need to gag it, it's either they take it to a herbalist, or what am I saying in a nutshell? Look at the country, situation we are proud to Tinubu coming in. There was no refinery working, and we have 4 refineries.
Do we have any refinery working?
Yeah, Dangote.
Dangote is not a government property.
Kudos to Dangote. Either not the government. Dangote is not the government properties, or Dangote refinery is not government property, but it's still going to be added up to what is on ground already. Give it to.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Prior to Tinubu, what was the price of PMS? What was the price?
Let me.
Now you are claiming past president.
Let me now say.
Under 2 years of
Let me now say that in a country that you don't have any refinery, you're supposed to be into production. You are not into production. You are into buying and selling. You go to that Saudi. You go to visit to go and import fuel. Where the fuel that is making in your reserves, a lot of reserve fuel that is lying low in your backyard, in Niger Delta, there, in everywhere you talk of where there's oil, you have oil. See, our case is just a butcher's son that ended up eating bones. And I keep telling people, what happens to those refineries that we cannot bring them back alive?
So who are you blaming?
You need to understand the direction it's coming from.
I have to blame them. And this time around now, and somebody is working wholeheartedly to bring back one of these refineries.
So we have to wait forever?
No, we are not waiting forever. The issue there now is Mile Kyari has already imported a lot of goods into the country. Proud to what's it called? Before the advent of.
Okay, so until the crude finish before
proud
the start working.
to the advent of Dangote refinery coming on board, they've imported some fuel, and they need to sell those fuel at the rate of prices they bought it, which is highest. And I can tell you that all over the world now, the prices of crude oil are soar seriously, and it has gone up seriously. And if you can Google your this, even in US now, there's inflation on fuel, there's inflation on goods and services.
Yes, when the workman struggle with his tool, it becomes a matter of cowardice. Like what fella said, carpenter when no know him work, now somewhere boy be that. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just the fact. You understand? The guy no know him work, and that is why we are facing a lot of challenges. And thank God, he has also flogged Mr. President on the buttons right here in your presence. Dangote throughout the APC-led government, where they said that if Tinubu had it been that Tinubu was very close to Muhammadu Buhari, maybe he wouldn't have been a failure after 8 years. Now look at it, under 1 year.
So my take. Right?
So
what I'm saying now, under 1 year now, I think the results are beginning to tell itself on daily basis.
Sorry, sir.
They don't sack Ngelale and give the post to Akule.
Okay, they've not sacked Ngelale. He resigned due to the health. You see, Nigeria can manipulate a lot of things, and I'm so shocked.
No. Mr.
Yes,
he's recommending you to the president. It's not a bad. Can't you serve on that platform? He's recommending you that president should get in touch with you.
I mean, you are competent to take over that spokesperson. Position.
I may not even want to take any position, but if he gives,
because you think the president has failed?
ashamed of what?
Because you don't have
To
anything to say?
me, the president Bola Ahmed Tinubu has not failed. because I can tell you 3 reasons why he has not failed. As it is now, what you guys need to calm your tension down now on is there is going to be light at the end of the tunnel, in the sense that we have 250 million
At the end of the tunnel, you say?
As at the end of the tunnel.
Okay, before I let you
No, let me land, please. And what I'm looking at is when the 250 million, quote and unquote, from the census, last census we did, we don't even know our data. We don't know how many.
He's moving away from the concept. The real matter of the day. The real matter of the day is not about consensus. The real matter of the day is that how come we get to where we are today. You understand? Don't bring the issue of census. Okay. In 1921, if I can give you a brief history about census, where the Nigerian census board was manipulated by the British. Up to now, that one is still apart, has never been resolved. The problem is that you asked a direct question.
Yes.
Why is it that the refineries are not working?
Okay.
And the president is the minister.
No, APC government. This is the man who brought Muhammad Buhari, and the man struggled. See, do you know why I've already knew the consequences of having Muslim tickets. These people, APC people, they are not ideologistic in their reasoning and thinking. They're not political scientists. They don't philosophize over issues. But let me give you an insight where the only option that Tinubu will have is, at the end of the day, is just to resign. When he tenders his resignation, just like I'm coming. When he tenders his Ngelele did it.
Ngelele is one out of the 100. I'm just giving you an instance. Ngelele should thank his God that he even secured a job on the presidency.
So what you say?
One word.
In the last 2 years, what are the 3 things that has changed in Nigeria? That question to you first, then Mr. Kule.
Okay, let me tell you the 3 things that have changed in Nigeria. Is hunger, 1, insecurity, 2, bad government.
Have they all reduced?
I said that's what I'm telling you now. You said what that's the change we saw.
Did they improve?
I said that's the change we saw. You don't understand? I said insecurity, hunger, bad government. Why are you asking me? What's the meaning of that question? I'm telling you something. You're saying
my own intake is just short and sharp.
We have just
what we need now in this country.
What we need.
What we need.
What we are getting.
I say what we need. Where we are going now, right? And in which I want to tell you wholeheartedly, if you are not heard, make you open your ear to hear. What we need now is we need true federalism, and what that true federalism will lead to the decentralization of all this region. See, because the center can no longer hold. There's a lot of diversity on ground. Let everybody go to their region.
So, Mr. Kule, what you're saying is that you don't have
something at the
no tangible result has been achieved in the last 2 years.
Since the last 5, 10, 20 years.
Thank you very much,
20 years. Ethnicity is one of the main things.